Mommies, this is Kathy. Welcome back to my channel, and today is another pregnancy related video, and today I'll be sharing with you my top 10 pregnancy essentials. So hi there again. As you know, pregnancy can bring a lot of changes to moms to be, to pregnant women, physically, maraming changes, emotionally, and there's just so many changes in the body, in the mind when you get pregnant. So for today, I'll be discussing my top 10 pregnancy essentials that's been helping me a lot to make my pregnancy a lot easier, and I hope you learned something from this video. So I'll be sharing with you my top 10 pregnancy essentials, and they're in no particular order. And also, I do not claim na kung ano yung essentials for me might be the same for you, because maybe we have different needs, but hopefully you'll be able to pick a few from my essentials that might be helpful to your essentials as well, now that you are pregnant or when you get pregnant soon. So let's start with my first pregnancy essentials. So first in my list is actually water bottle. Yes, water bottle. Why? Because when you get pregnant, you're required to drink a lot, and you get very thirsty very often then. So I don't know, when you have a water bottle ready, you'll be able to drink as much as necessary. So for me, I have two big water bottles actually, because right now that I'm pregnant, I really want to drink very cold water. Before I got pregnant, I'm okay with the regular water, hindi yung cold water, hindi yung nasa ref, or not from the cold dispenser. But as soon as I got pregnant, especially when I'm already in my second trimester, I don't feel satisfied when I don't drink cold water anymore. Parang hindi nag-quench yung thirst ko when I don't drink cold water. So that's why I have two big water bottles. I think it's 1.5 liters. And I have them in the fridge, and then I take out one. Tapos when maubos ko na yung isang bottle of water, I have another one stored in the fridge na malamig, so I can just refill the other bottle na naubos ko and then have that in the fridge again. We have a hot and cold water dispenser naman, but I'm not able to monitor how much I was able to drink in a day compared to when I already have the 1.5 water bottle. And also, it's easier because it's close to me. I don't have to stand up as often para magkuha ng water for me to be able to drink whenever I feel thirsty. And that's why water bottle is really in my essentials list. Number 2 on my list is pregnancy safe skincare products. When I got pregnant, I noticed how my skin changed talaga. From having a dry skin, I am now having very dry skin. Early in my pregnancy, I noticed dry patches on my face, like in my eyebrows, beside my nose. Also, I started having breakouts here sa chin ko, and I noticed my skin being very dry talaga. I think that happened because I really stopped using the skincare products that I was using before I got pregnant, fearing that it might not be safe for me or for my baby. So yun, but as soon as I stopped, it worsened. My skin's a lot drier. Hindi nawawala yung dry patches, yung redness in some parts of my skin, and yung mga breakouts ko sa chin. So I realized that I really need to use something for my face. And I just want to make sure that the products that I'm using is okay for me to use. So that's when I tried to search for the products na pwede kong ma-use even when I'm pregnant, and that's how I came up with Human Nature products. That's why I bought their products, and that's what I'm currently using now that I'm pregnant. So you can try using the Human Nature products as well, but I would strongly advise you to ask your OBGYN if that's really safe for you to use as well. And also, nasa hiyang din yun eh. And there are actually other products that you can use that are pregnancy safe, but you just have to make sure that you research on the ingredients of the products and what are they made of, yung mga ganon. Just to make sure that you're not putting harmful chemicals sa body mo, which might eventually be unhealthy for you and for the baby. So there. And number 3 on my list is, of course, your pregnancy vitamins. I don't know it's in number 3. It should have been number 1. But like I said earlier, it's in no particular order, so that's fine. So yes, pregnancy vitamins, your prenatal vitamins, they're really very important. Your calcium, your iron, your multivitamins, folic acid, whatever's prescribed to you by your OBGYN, make sure you take them and make sure you take them regularly. That's going to help you have a healthy pregnancy and also for your baby to develop properly inside the tummy. Number 4 is your body butter, body oil, those lotions that will help you hydrate your skin and hopefully prevent stretch marks from appearing later on. So that for me is really one of my essentials, because not only will it hydrate your skin, not only will it prevent stretch marks, but it will also prevent you from itching too much. Yes, mommies, as your tummy grows bigger, nagiging itchy yung skin. Especially if it's dry, I don't know. You won't be able to help yourself. Kakamutin mo talaga siya. But I noticed na if your skin is hydrated, if you have lotion applied on the skin, if moist yung skin mo, it's not as itchy. Hindi siya masyadong makate if the skin is really well hydrated. So not only will it prevent us from having stretch marks, but most especially is going to make us feel comfortable in our pregnancy, because that will help us from itching our growing tummy. Because pag nasa-stretch na yung skin, that's when it starts becoming itchy. And that's what we're hoping na hindi mangyayari, yung kamot ng kamot, and that's what's going to cause stretch marks later on. Also, it will leave scars and when we scratch our skin too much. So that's what we're also trying to prevent with those body butters and body oils. And of course, they need to be pregnancy safe as well. Whew. Now, let's go to number 5. Number 5 is healthy snacks. Yes, mommies, healthy snacks is really very important when we're pregnant, because we cannot just be eating all carbohydrates or all sweets, diba? So we have to make sure that we're getting something out of the food that we are eating. That they should not only satisfy our hunger, but they should be source of nutrition for us and of course for our baby. Because as your tummy grows bigger, especially when you're in your late 2nd trimester or when you're in your 3rd trimester, I don't know, for me, I always get hungry nowadays. And even when I'm just done eating, after a while, nagugutom na naman ako, or I want something to eat again. So when that happens, we have to make sure that we have something healthy that's ready. So right now, I snack on fresh fruits. So whenever daddy goes out to buy the groceries, he never forgets to buy fruits for me. And of course, we always have vegetables for our meals. So yun, citrusy foods, fruits, yun yung gusto ko. Apples, crunchy, sweet, may tartness, yung ganon. Grapes sometimes, but not really. Yung oranges talaga, and apple, and mangoes, yun, yung mga ganon. That's what I usually snack on right now. I also have nuts, and sometimes dried fruits, raisins, dried mangoes, but not too much because they're too sweet. But yes, I try to have those. I still do carbohydrates, of course, bread, and I usually do tuna sandwich or egg sandwich, yung mga ganon. So I try to balance my snacks and make sure that I'm not eating too much of one thing, and make sure I incorporate yung mga fruits, yung mga meat sa mga kinakain ko. Now, 6th on my list is pregnancy belt. Yes. It's very important for me, especially because I have shortened cervix. So now that my tummy is growing bigger, it's getting heavier, and actually I'm not advised to do a lot of walking or to stand up for long durations. So pregnancy belt is really very helpful for me because it's going to help me carry the weight of the baby when I'm standing up or when I need to do something. Sorry. I can't just keep on lying down the whole day or sit down the whole day. A few times in a day, I have to stand up to do a few things. Minsan, I just help clean the table a bit, or my husband scolds me actually because I'm not supposed to do any of those things, but I just can't lie down the whole time. But also because in the most recent ultrasound that we had, nag-increase yung length ng cervix ko. That's why I feel a little complacent. But whenever I do those things, I make sure that I have my pregnancy belt on. Going up and down the stairs also, now that the baby's bigger, mabigat na si baby, so the pregnancy or maternity belt is really helping carry the baby's weight. So parang it will go against the gravity and really help pull the baby up. I've read about it. It's also going to help us not to have a lot of back pain, yung mga ganon. I know na hindi siya masyadong nagagamit because we're not going out a lot because of the pandemic, because of COVID. Nasa bahay lang tayo most of the time. But even so, nagagamit pa rin siya even when you're just at home. The simple things in the house na ginagawa mo while you're standing up, while you're going up and down the stairs, maybe if you do the dishes while you're pregnant or if you cook, that's really going to help you a lot in carrying the weight of the baby. So pregnancy belt is one of my essentials. Now 7th is maternity bras and extenders. Maternity bras and extenders because yes, our boobies are growing as it's so busy producing milk and preparing for the baby. And as that happens, our milk producing boobies, they're growing, they're doubling in size. So maternity bras that are comfortable are really very helpful as they grow bigger. So I don't think it's practical to be changing the entire wardrobe and really purchase new bras because there's still some bras that will still fit you even if you're pregnant. Kaso lang, sometimes even if the cup size would fit, the length of the bra wouldn't fit anymore. So that's where bra extenders come in. So our bra extenders will help lengthen the bras. It's going to help us fit into our bras even if we're one size or two sizes bigger than we used to. So it will help us not to buy a whole lot of bras when we get pregnant and still use the ones that we have para lang ma-lengthen yung size ng brand that we can still use them. And that's a whole lot of savings for us. Next on my list is maternity pillows. So those U-shape, C-shape maternity pillows, they're really very comfortable to lie down on. As our tummy grows bigger in size, there are certain positions where mas comfortable tayo. And the maternity pillows will really help support the sides of our growing tummy. Because we want the sides of our tummy to be cushioned, parang may unan doon. So the maternity pillows are really a big help when you get pregnant. But sometimes, maternity pillows can be very costly. They range from 1.5 to 2.5 depending on the quality of the maternity pillow. If they're too pricey, especially thinking na you'll only use it for 9 months, actually, the regular pillows will just do fine as long as they're puffy and they're big and you have lots of them. You'll need a lot of pillows. They still work fine. For me right now, I don't use the U-shape or C-shape maternity pillows because I'm sleeping with my husband and I sleep on my husband's arm. I actually use 4 pillows when I go to sleep. So I have 1 pillow tucked under my legs because I want my legs elevated. I have 1 pillow between my legs because ganhan ko na itanday. I don't know how do you call that in Tagalog. So there's one pillow stuck between my legs, and then another one is I want another pillow, a smaller pillow to hug while I hug my husband. So parang it's just between me and my husband. There should be something between us, or there's something puffy in my arm as I hug my husband. And then the fourth pillow is for my head. Even if I'm lying down on my husband's arm is actually on a pillow that I'm lying down on. So gets nyo. So my pillow and my husband's arm, and I sleep on my husband's arm. So parang ganun siya. So I really use 4 pillows. No maternity pillows for me, no U-shape or C-shape pillows. But I use 4 pillows, and I use them for my head, for hugging, for elevating my leg, and in between my leg. 9th is loose maternity clothes and comfortable footwear. As I grow bigger, the regular clothes that I used to wear, they don't fit anymore. Well, some of my clothes, they still do. Like this dress that I'm wearing right now, I have this before I got pregnant, and this dress still fits me fine. Though, if I'll stand up, the dress is now shorter because of the big bulging tummy. Pero, it still fits. As you grow bigger when you're pregnant, you'll really need comfortable clothes, loose clothes. Especially because, hello, we're in the Philippines, ang init, and it's hot, it's humid. We wanted something na maaliwalas, yung hindi restricted yung feeling. So, yung ganon. Yung you can move freely and they don't feel hot. Right now, I really need to wear sleeveless or spaghetti because we do not turn on the aircon the whole day. And we're just using the electric fan. But of course, right now, I'm using this 3/4 dress because I'm in our room and I'm turning on the aircon. So, it's fine right now. Pero of course, on a regular day-to-day basis naman, I just wear spaghetti dress. Sometimes I use shorts and spaghetti top, sleeveless clothes na sleeveless dresses, yung mga ganon. But right now, because I'm really growing big and I was not able to buy any clothes yet, and sometimes I run out of clothes. Now I'm using my husband's jersey sometimes because they're very comfortable for me. So some of my husband's jersey are really big for him, and those are very big jerseys. Those are what I use. So para na siyang dress when I wear it. So they're airy, they're comfortable, they're loose. So those are the types of clothing that I want to wear right now. And footwear, of course. I don't go out too often. I only go out if we need to go to the hospital for checkups. Yun lang. And whenever I go out, I use flat, dull shoes, slip-ons na flats din. So those are the type of footwears na I am using. So no heels right now. I don't wear rubber shoes also because I just find it too complicated to wear. Yung mga dull shoes lang, yung madali lang talaga isuot, and slip-ons. As long as they're flat, as long as they're cushioned, as long as they're comfortable to walk on, yun yung ginagamit ko ngayon. So now we're down to the number 10 on our list. So the 10th on the list for me is soft bristled toothbrush. Now that I'm pregnant, I noticed that my gums are more sensitive. If I use hard bristled toothbrush, it can cause bleeding sa gums ko. So I switched to a toothbrush na mas maraming bristles, mas soft yung bristles, and they're more comfortable for me to use. They still remove the plaques, the tars, ever dirt stuck in my teeth. No, they still do the work, but they do not irritate the gums so much. So, hindi nagbe-bleed yung teeth ko when I switch to soft bristled toothbrush. And if you notice that when you brush your teeth and it's going to bleed, well, that's part of pregnancy. Just like the nosebleed that I have, the gums also bleed sometimes. Yun, they're part of the changes that I notice that I'm pregnant. But it helps that we switch on toothbrush that are soft bristled and that don't irritate the gums. So that's it. So that's all my essentials. That's the top 10 essentials for me in this pregnancy. I hope that helps, and I don't know, our list might not be the same. You might have other essentials that are not in my essentials list, and I hope they're still helpful and that you're able to get something out of this video. So thank you so much for joining me again today. Please like and subscribe, and see you on the next one. Bye!